What's going on, everybody? This is Blockchain Bullz, and today we're going to take a look at Algorand and what's going on with this one. Is it a good time to invest? And all that information in this video. First of all, this is not professional financial advice. This is my opinion, and this is some ideas for food for thought for you. So let's go ahead and dive in here. But before we do, if you're new to Blockchain Bullz and you love cryptocurrency and want to learn more, look at all these videos we got for you. Go in here and take a deep dive, coin comparisons, coin reviews, and even for you beginners out here, crypto training videos. So do subscribe and keep up with us and crush up the likes before we even get into this if you like crypto. All right, so we got Algorand. You could see it's actually one of the top performing cryptocurrencies over the last 7 days here. And people are starting to become aware of it, but they don't fully understand what it is. They just see it as a blip on the radar. And if you use Coinbase, you'll notice it's actually the one coin on that platform that offers the highest staking rewards. So because it's offering the highest staking rewards, people are kind of starting to pay attention to it now, and then they want to know what the tech is, and that's what the point of this video is. This is an MIT project. We're going to talk about all that, but you can see when it originally hit the market here, it was sitting at $2.97, currently sitting at 55 cents. So I think this thing still has legs to run. I think we still got a lot of opportunity to move with this thing. It did have a massive pre-sale, and then it just kind of sold off, and then it kind of bottomed out, and now we're catching it on the rebound here. So that's a good thing. But as we dive in here and take a deeper look, and you start to realize the staking potential with this thing, you may also consider this to be a good buy like I do. So it's got a $672 million market cap, still under $1 billion, so that tells you being that it's a coin, still got legs to run. Number 52 in the market cap list, right? So it's still number 52, still outside of the top 50. So that's interesting. So if you go to their website here, you'll see they've got two different websites, algorand.com and algorand.foundation. So if we go here to the algorand.com, you could see one of the things that I like about this project is the founder, Silvio Micali. He's basically putting himself out there, letting you guys know what it is they're working on with this DeFi project. So yes, you're going to have creators and founders who are going to be there, but ultimately they're creating something to give away, right? So it's like they create a project and they turn it over to the world to take it, and it's decentralized. Just because someone creates something doesn't mean it's not decentralized. So the fact that the founders out here having notes and saying things, that's positive in my opinion. So you can see if you wanted to go through here, obviously before you ever invest in a project, you want to go in and do your own research. So digging around, research and innovation, they have a lot of different things, the Algorand protocol. But the technology that enables frictionless finance. So this is a new word, frictionless finance. You don't hear that too often. We are the technology company that built and developed the world's first open, permissionless, pure proof of stake blockchain protocol that, without forking, provides the necessary security, scalability, and decentralization needed for today's economy. So the fact that this is an MIT project, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, right up there in the Ivy League area, I'm not saying MIT is necessarily Ivy League, but up there in New England, that's really close to Washington, D.C., so you know that they're going to be friendly with the guidelines that the SEC sets forth, especially being that they are a foundation. You know, they're obviously paying attention how to be within the guidelines. So I think this project here is sustainable. So we're looking at sustainability, good tech, really smart, educated people going to MIT that are going to want to jump into this as it evolves. So we saw coins like this with Vertcoin way back in the day. It was another MIT project. MIT is a big-time technology school, for those of you who do not know that. But you could see, with an award-winning team, we enable traditional finance and decentralized finance businesses to embrace the world of frictionless finance. So what I'm really excited about here is the fact that they're cutting-edge technology in finance, and they're out there in the in MIT. So you can see that's something I keep pinging on because I'm pointing out the sustainable factor of it. Advanced technology paving the way for sophisticated applications. So you have Algorand protocol. Remember, they're proof of stake, so they're not doing proof of work with mining. So smart contracts are really important. Self-executing contracts, right? Comprehensive smart contract capabilities enable DeFi solutions and dApps that can scale to billions of users, tens of millions of daily transactions with negligible transaction fees. So one of the problems that we're seeing with Ethereum right now and that everyone is complaining about is the miner fees, right? Because it's an old tech and the miners are just getting way overpaid for everything because there's too many transactions going across that blockchain. And, it's going to pave the way for people like Polkadot, Cardano, who are built more modern, more efficiently, more scalable to jump in there. And here comes Algorand, right? So Algorand, standard assets are standard blockchain assets with customizable options directly in layer one. Atomic transfers. This is really important. Secure transfers and immediate transaction settlement for multi-party transactions built in layer one. So you can see the research that they're doing here, because this is research on the fly, right? That's really important. Led by Turing Award winner Silvio Macaulay and a renowned team of cryptographers, engineers, and mathematicians that solved the blockchain trilemma. Algorand is committed to the ongoing development of best-in-class solutions for the future of economic exchange. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Satoshi send the block, the first block or the first transaction to Gavin Andreessen, who was also at MIT? So you get it. This is the area where it was coming out of, was MIT. Technology. Anytime they start talking about award-winning technical teams, strong business execution, and deep market insight, Algorand continues to roll out technical innovation, leading the DeFi movement. Algorand 2.0 comes only 6 months after platform launch. So we've got a lot of stuff to look forward to also with this project as they continue to build on top of their platform. Obviously, I talked about this, making sure that they're staying on top of their website 2021. We've seen some websites that don't even put their copyright they still got copyright 2020, like we're not paying attention. I'm like, if you're for sale on the blockchain and we can invest and you're not keeping your website up to date, major red flag, right? So here we go. We're going back to Algorand basics. This is on their Algorand.foundation. Cryptocurrencies like Algo perform the same key tasks as paper money, often now referred to as fiat currency. But since they are truly digital, they can do so without all the challenges of paper money. The Algo can be used for buying and selling goods or services, whether that's through e-commerce or retail. But unlike credit or debit cards, a transaction is truly instant. There you go. That middleman in centralized finance is what everyone's trying to get out of there, because that's what's causing it not to be instant. As a buyer, the cryptocurrency, an algo, leaves your wallet and is immediately in the wallet of the seller at virtually no cost. The fact that this can occur instantly at almost no cost is hugely important. So take notes, mental notes right there. If you used a credit card instead of this purchase, there could be anywhere between 3% and 7% transaction fees on top of what you have purchased. These are usually hidden fees that you get at retailers because you don't really realize that they're being hit with a fee, but because they're already pricing it in. So, we need to get away from these transaction fees. This fee is usually charged to the seller, who in turn adds it to the price of the product you buy. See? That's what I just said. So the seller is pricing it in. You're not even really seeing it. He's not announcing it to you. He's just priced it in. By using the algo, you and the seller both save on these fees, meaning more money in your pocket and greater spending power. Did that make sense to you guys? So if they stop charging the seller these fees, he stops charging you, which ultimately stops the inflation, because the inflation keeps going up and it maintains high. Now, that's assuming that sellers will actually react to that. That's why you have to have capitalism in place, because competition keeps them honest, right? If they know that they could save money and they actually lower the price, you'll start to favor them. But if everyone in the industry if it's just a monopoly, they don't have any incentive to actually lower the price, because they're both like, hey, let's just save this 3 to 7% here for our own selves. They won't even know the difference, right? That's why capitalism is really important, because it creates that competitive advantage where someone can actually step ahead by saving people money. It's kind of like what Amazon did, right? Like Amazon centered their whole business model around the customer, whereas everyone else was kind of like around profits. Amazon came in and said, we'll worry about profits later. Amazon took over the market. Now they dominate. So lots to go over here, but speed is a one-up, scalable, trustworthy. The Algorand blockchain has been built in such a way that is guaranteed not to fork. That's important if you guys have been in these Bitcoin and all these other forks. Transparent. The total amount of algo was created at the launch of the Algorand blockchain. This occurred on June 19th, 2019. And 10 billion also was created at any time. Anybody can check the public Algorand blockchain to see how many algo are in use. And then secure. While the Algorand blockchain is transparent in many ways, it uses the most advanced cryptography, unbreakable digital codes, to ensure that all the personal and private information in your algo payment remains that way. Yes, there's some controversy around like what are they going to do with all that data they collect on that blockchain, but we're not going to get into that. That's at a whole nother time. So if you guys are looking to stake this, usually most people who are new to cryptocurrency do it for 6% rewards, something like that on Coinbase. That could change at any given time, but right now it is around about 6%. I believe you can also stake on Exodus and a couple other platforms. So Algorand is right out of the box, ready to go, staking and everything. I think even at these prices, it still has room to go, at least to over $1 billion market cap. So I would say if the market stays bullish, a project like Algorand moves up the ranks pretty much no matter what. Again, not professional financial advice. This is my hypothesis on what I see coming, my forecast. I think it moves into the top 50, above the top 40, and then kind of lands in there in the 20s for a little bit. But we'll see in terms of price where that puts it. But if it goes into the top 20, that would put it, say, at a Cosmos level market cap. So we'd be looking at a 2 to 3 times gain, probably around about what it hit the market at, around about $1.50 to $1.70 per Algorand here once it gets up into that mid-level range there. What do you guys think about Algorand as a project? Have you guys enjoyed the staking rewards that are allotted to you? When did you buy in? Are you considering it? Are you going to do some more research? Let us know in the comments. Thanks to everyone who keeps up with blockchain Bullz. Again, consider going over some of our other coin reviews: Stellar Lumens, Doge, Polkadot, Theta, Kusama. So many coin reviews. We'll see you guys on the next one.